Think Arabian Nights and Persian palaces. That's the inspiration behind Creed's Royal Oud. Coming up is my review and a comparison with the Perfume Parlour Clone. Stay tuned to FM. Creed released their Royal Oud in 2011. The nose behind this, as usual, is Olivia Creed VI. It's a unisex fragrance and is classified as a warm fougere. Let's take a look at the notes. Top notes: lemon, pink berry and bergamot. Middle notes: cedar, galbanum and angelic root. Base notes: Royal Indian Oud, sandalwood and Tonkin musk. Here I have my sample of Creed's Royal Oud. I don't currently own a bottle of this one. This was probably one of the first true niche scents that I ever came across. Up until this point I'd been wearing largely designer fragrances, crowd-pleasing fragrances. So when I came across this one, I was a little taken aback at how different it was. It was more unique, more distinctive, less of a crowd pleaser. So at first, I wasn't quite sure whether it was a fragrance that was for me. I wasn't sure whether I would wear it. In fact, at first I wasn't sure whether I should wear this fragrance out in public because I was a little worried that people might wrinkle their nose and wonder what the scent was. So I did pluck up the courage to wear it, and I very quickly started to really enjoy Royal Oud. I started to realise how much of a complex, sophisticated, classy fragrance this one is. It's creamy, spicy, woodsy, luxurious, sweet, aromatic. In the opening, due to that citrus, it really jumps off the skin with a lovely bright green aromatic freshness. And then as it dries down, those aromatic greens sit really nicely in balance with the smoother, sweeter notes of the sandalwood and the cedar. I find this a luxurious, classy, sophisticated scent. It's very pleasing, very comforting, with a very distinctive opening. It's a pretty versatile scent. You could wear this as a day scent or an evening scent. However, I think it'd work really well as a formal scent. If you're dressed up, if you're looking sharp in a nice crisp, clean suit, Creed's Royal Oud would be the perfect match to that look. Age range, I'd say anyone 30 plus would be getting away with this, and it would work as a female fragrance and a masculine fragrance. It's one of those great unisex fragrances that is perfectly poised right in the middle. It could go either way. So male or female. Projection on this is pretty good. I get about 2 hours and then it lasts on my skin really quite strongly for another 8 hours. So great performance on this one. So to summarise, it has that fresh green distinctive opening and then it blends down really nicely on the dry down and becomes a very classy, luxurious, sophisticated scent. It is quite a distinctive fragrance. If you're more used to designer fragrances, this could take a little bit of getting used to, but I would say it is really worth persevering with because I did, and now I think it's a fantastic scent. I've come to recognise how beautifully blended and complex this one really is. So if you're thinking of giving this one a try, if you like the sound of it, if you like the notes that are in there, it may be worth just going for a sample or a decant first, considering how expensive it is to buy a full bottle of any of the Creed juices. Something else you could try is to buy a cheaper clone version, which is what I'm going to talk to you about now. I have one here. This is Perfume Parlour's Royal Oud, and I'm just going to say straight away, this is a very, very good copy. For the price you pay for this juice, it's amazing value. There are some subtle differences, which I'll go into now. The main differences for me with the Perfume Parlour version are in the opening. There's a harshness and a bitterness that just seems more amplified than in the original. The harshness and the bitterness is there to a certain extent in the original, but it just seems stronger in the Perfume Parlour version. It's perhaps not quite as refined, not quite as well blended, not quite as well balanced in the opening. Not to such an extent that it's unpleasant to wear and you wouldn't choose to wear it just because of the opening, but it just does seem a bit stronger and just a bit rougher to me, a bit of a rougher texture. The dry down, however, everything settles down really nicely and we get a pretty much perfect representation of the original version. I have sprayed these 2 hours ago, original on this hand. So a lovely sweetness coming through from the cedar and the sandalwood. Those green notes are still there, but much more subtle, nicely in balance now with the softer, smoother, sweeter notes. It's really nice. It's a lovely fragrance. Perfume Parlour's version on this hand. And to be honest, I'm not detecting any difference whatsoever. So on the dry down, I'd say that the Perfume Parlour version is identical to the original version. Projection and longevity, I think the Perfume Parlour does seem to project more in the opening stages, but like I said, it's just got that rougher, slightly harsher texture to it. So if you were thinking of buying Creed's Royal Oud and just going into a store and testing it doesn't really give you enough of an idea of how it would work off your skin to justify the high cost of buying the bottle, then the Perfume Parlour is an excellent option. I can guarantee if you like the Perfume Parlour version, you will absolutely love the original Creed version. So this could work as either a replacement if you don't want to spend the money on the original bottle, or as a way of sampling it and then perhaps further down the line spending the money on the full bottle of the original. So overall, Creed's Royal Oud is a fantastic fragrance. I love it. It's classy, it's regal, it's sophisticated, it's a statement getter, perfect for wearing that sharp suit. The Perfume Parlour version is a near identical copy, so if you just wanted the scent and you weren't bothered about owning the bottle as ever, then the Perfume Parlour version is a fantastic option. If you wanted to buy the full bottle but you weren't sure about spending that amount of money, the Perfume Parlour Clone is a great way of deciding whether you'd like the scent or not. So that's my review and comparison of Creed's Royal Oud. I hope you enjoyed watching and found it useful. If you've had any experience with either of these two fragrances, please leave the comments down below. One of the best things about doing this is just being able to connect with everybody out there. I love hearing your thoughts on what I'm talking about, getting your opinions and getting a discussion going, so please do get your comments down. Please like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to click the little bell icon to get all the notifications. And all that's left to say is keep tuning into FM and keep smelling good.